Right here, look at this. Wow. 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 It's super creamy. Got gyro pieces in. So you guys make this in-house?
In-house. In-house. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Can't beat it.
The pita chips is nice and cheesy with the kind of tzatziki. I wasn't expecting this. Hey, what's up? It's Luis with America's Best Restaurants, and we tour the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And right now, we are in Monessen, Pennsylvania, at a restaurant called By George, and you guessed it, the name of the owner is George.
Welcome, Luis.
Thank you so much. This is amazing, and there's a reason why we're standing here in the parking lot.
That's where I started from. Yep.
This is where you started, not at this location, but you originally started selling shish kebab. In a parking lot.
Yes, we're right down the road here in downtown Monessen. Wow. At my wife's scrapbook store, and that's where it started. So here we are right here, and we're meeting again.
Exactly. Now you got a gigantic building, right?
Yes.
So from the parking lot to the giant building.
Correct.
Love it. What are we going to be doing now?
Well, first of all, today you're going to be trying our gyro dip,
okay,
our famous pork chop. You're going to be doing our vanilla bean and our chicken marsala, which I want you to come inside and meet our chef, Jamie Kepich, who's going to be taking you to the kitchen to be cooking.
Oh, so I'm going to do the cooking?
Absolutely.
Oh, let's go. Love it.
All right.
Hey, Luis.
Hey.
I want you to something out.
What's your name?
This is John. Head bartender here at By George. I want you to try our most famous appetizer, the gyro dip.
Okay.
While you're trying that, I'm gonna mix you up something.
Okay. What are we making?
I'm gonna mix you up my famous old fashioned.
Your famous old fashioned. Okay. All right. So let's see this right here. Look at this. Wow. 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 It's super creamy. Got gyro pieces in there. And I can taste a little bit of tzatziki in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
Homemade. Nothing better.
So you guys make this in-house?
In-house. In-house.
Wow.
Yep.
Kind of tzatziki. I wasn't expecting this.
Phenomenal. And the best thing is, if you don't eat all of it while you're here, on the bagel in the morning, it's even easier. That's a veteran move here.
The crunch, that tzatziki flavor, the cheese, the gyro meat. Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's a fan favorite. That's a fan favorite. You try that, that's another fan favorite.
This is the world famous.
The world famous. I think it's the best on this side of the Mississippi, but we're gonna see what you think.
Okay, here we go. Cheers, everybody. Damn, that's good.
Lived up to it.
Good,
that's what we like to hear.
It's nice and smooth, man.
Nice
but it's
and
got
smooth.
a kick on the back.
It is. It is.
This is really
nice
good.
Little brown sugar simple syrup in there too. Top it off perfect with that Luxardo cherry.
Okay, this is pretty awesome.
Good job.
So I'm gonna go sit down.
Yep.
With George and Ronald, but I'm probably this won't make it to the table. I'm going to probably just chug it.
There we go.
On the way there. So
I'll get another one started.
I appreciate it.
I thank you.
All right, everybody. So now we are in the kitchen with executive chef Jamie. He's going to show me how to make their chicken marsala. So, chef, we got the pan hot, right? We're going to start with some.
We'll start with a little blended oil.
A little bit, okay.
I'm going to go maybe a little, just a touch more. There you go. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. We can see we're starting to look hot.
Yep.
I'm going to take our tongs here.
Okay.
Your chicken's already floured. It's a seasoned rice flour. So, as a bonus, it is gluten-free for all our celiacs and gluten-mindful people.
Quick tip, everybody.
That's
when you're doing this, you want to put them away from you so the oil doesn't splash on you.
Very good.
All right.
Now we're going to let that brown up real nice. When that gets a little bit brown, we're going to flip them. And then we're going to add a little bit of garlic, and we're going to deglaze with marsala wine. A good amount, usually 4 to 5 ounces. We're not shy with the wine. That's why it tastes so good.
There you go.
So we usually squirt it out of the bottle, but For Luis, we're gonna go right out of a little measured cup.
Okay. This is the learning part, right? So we're gonna get these going for what, a couple minutes? Chef?
Probably 3 minutes or so, and then we're gonna give them a flip and make sure they get a nice brown color. And you can take a peek in there if you want.
Yeah.
Every now and then and see how they're brown and see how they're coming along. We're getting there.
Still a little
We're
bit
getting
more.
there. I give them a little, maybe move them around the pan a little, just.
Yeah. Yeah. So, chef, inspiration for the menu, where's it come from?
You know what? I don't know. Sometimes I lay in bed at night and things just pop into my head. Like I said, we have a gyro dip on the menu. That was just a dream one night.
Really?
All these small cones, what's left, nobody ever wanted to start the day with a small cone because it takes forever
That's true.
to get the gyro cut. So they would just pile up. I said, let's do something with these. So I ground them up and I made a dip. And we were actually working on another restaurant. And I sent the dip up to the construction crew and they went bananas over it and said, you have to put this on the menu. And I said, I was just goofing around. And they said, no, figure it out. So I spent about a half hour and I wrote everything down, and that's the end of the story. 8 gallons a week we sell. And you can't keep
8 gallons a week?
Yeah, we do a 5-gallon bucket. The 5.5 gallon bucket, we do 1.5 of those. Every 2-3 days we make a new one.
Well, I mean, we tried several things off camera, and I said we need to stop eating,
Right.
otherwise this episode won't.
We gotta save room for dessert. We're probably getting close here. We want to give those guys a flip, I'm thinking. How they looking? They there? Oh yeah, we're there.
Yeah. All right.
And we'll give that another couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and then we're gonna add our garlic.
All right.
And before we
We're gonna
burn our
switch.
garlic,
So
we're gonna get rid of these chicken tongs. Before,
Alrighty.
I ran another restaurant down the river a little ways about 15 years ago, and for lunch I wanted meatballs. I also wanted a Caesar salad. And we were busy, and I topped my salad with the hot meatballs right on top of my Caesar. It ended up on the menu, and I was selling 30 to 40 of them a week.
Oh wow.
It was a menu item, a meatball Caesar.
Wow. Wow.
And the reason everything's good here is because everybody here loves what they're doing.
So, chef, culinary school or school of hard knocks?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
So I started cooking when I was 15,
Okay.
and then I got out of high school and I got pushed to college when I was 17 to be an accountant, and that wasn't for me. Like 2.5 years later, 11 credits later, they asked me to not come back. I went to culinary school and I almost finished there, but after I got bored and I started cooking in restaurants, and I just never looked back. That's 32 years now.
Okay. All right.
We are ready,
Awesome.
Luis. We're gonna go with
Yes,
our
sir.
garlic. A
All right.
spoonful of garlic. We're gonna give it a shake, keep it moving so we don't burn it. As soon as it starts to brown, we're gonna hit it with this. This will stop. That'll stop your garlic from burning when you add the liquid. You're ready to roll.
Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Here comes the show. There's the show.
There you go.
As soon as that burns off, we're gonna hit it with our mushrooms.
Okay. So what that did is basically burn the alcohol off. Okay. Now we're gonna hit mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Okay.
And then this is our demi-glaze. It's our base, probably lay 1.5 of that in there for you.
Right now?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Right now, you're ready to roll. Yeah, probably another one. Go ahead with another one all the way.
Is that good?
Yep. Maybe a touch of chicken stock I like to put in there just so it gives it time to cook down, finish
Okay.
cooking that chicken.
Okay. Nice.
And now we're just gonna wait.
Cool. Perfect. Perfect, chef. So is this one of your recipes?
This is one of my
Okay.
Everybody makes chicken marsala and everybody does a little different.
Okay.
This is mine. I'm gonna knock those in there just so you get them
Gotcha.
cooking.
Gotcha.
We'll get rid of this plate.
So what is one dish that represents best who you are, chef? You know, because people typically ask, hey, what's the best dish you make? I like to ask, hey, what is the one dish that represents who you are?
That's a tough question we get all the time. I think it's everything everything I do. If I put myself in it, I believe in it.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. It just everything I do, everything I cook, I like to cook. So I don't have a favorite. I really don't.
Really?
And I try.
It's like kinda
I
like
try to
asking
come up with one because everybody asks everywhere I go. What do you do? I'm a chef. What's your favorite dish to cook? I don't know. I like to cook everything.
Okay.
Everything. I like to grill. I like to smoke. I like to make pastas.
Is there a specific protein that you prefer to cook over others?
I'm a pork guy. I don't
You're
really.
a pork guy? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
and I understand we're going to be doing the pork chop later.
We are
right?
going to be doing a Berkshire pork chop, and you'll see why. Maybe that's why I like the pork so much.
Okay. All right. All right. That's awesome. So what is it about pork that you love so much?
I like it because there's so much flavor and so much. If it's cooked right, you get all that flavor out of that fat.
Oh, man. Especially
There's
when
nothing
you
like
put that, when you put that magic ingredient that we like to call salt, right?
Yes,
Right?
lots of, the pork loves the salt.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of you were going to say love, pork and lard, salt and love.
Absolutely.
Love is also in there.
It brings out so much flavor.
It does.
Oh my God.
It does.
I mean, you can add anything else really that you want to pork, but if you want it to bring out the flavor, you absolutely have to have salt.
Everybody
That's
watches me season this pork chop says, "Oh wow, that's too much salt."
Yeah.
No, it's not. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I turned it up a little bit just because
Okay.
I forgot we had it
All
down.
right.
We
So
want to
how
get that
long-
to reduce. Probably about 9 minutes total.
Okay.
So we've already been in there about 5
Because
minutes.
you want this sauce to kind of be kind of like a glaze.
Yes, we want it to
type of-
glaze. We want it to get a little thick, little.
Right.
Then we're gonna
Do you-
finish it with some butter.
Okay, so that'll
Because
help
butter
thicken it
makes
up a little
everything
bit.
better.
Of course it does. Butter and bacon, right?
Yes, butter and bacon.
Okay.
And that will thicken it up. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I love it, man. This is an amazing process. I mean, look at this. Look at this flavor party that's happening right now. It's awesome. So when are we going to throw in the butter?
As soon as when we're almost where we want to be,
Almost at the bottom? Okay.
I'm gonna maybe move them a little bit. Like I can't really get a
Okay.
good feel of the. Oh yeah, we're about there.
Okay.
We're about there. I'd say go ahead and you drop your butter now and start swirling your butter in.
Do that. Okay, you have a kitchen towel, chef?
I do.
This handle is significantly hot.
They do get
and I'm
warm.
not used to it right now.
See, I always have a tongs in one hand, towel in the other. Oh, that's starting to look nice. See how creamy it's getting?
Yep.
For me, thermometer.
Oh yeah, look at
Thermometer
that. See the
going.
color change? That's awesome. Look at
And
that.
then we as chefs, we always know when it's done. But just for safety purposes, we're gonna
Yep.
give it a little temp anyway, right? Oh yeah, we're there. We're well over 165.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna clean off our probe. And you're ready to plate.
All right. So I'm assuming we're gonna put the chicken down first and then the sauce over it. Yes?
Correct.
All right.
Correct. So
Cool.
here's your tongs.
Yes, sir.
And you're ready to go.
All right. You ready, Austin? Boom. Let's go. Okay. So here we go. Am I hired, chef?
I was gonna say you start tomorrow, right?
Oh man.
That looks beautiful.
Oh baby.
Said you got the job.
See that steam? We got a
That's
fork
beautiful.
and knife so we can try it. I know it's a little
He's
hot.
getting you one right now.
Okay. Fantastic. Woo.
Here you go. There's your knife.
All right.
Your fork.
So you're gonna try it with me, right?
Sure.
Chef? All right. So let's cut a piece here. Go ahead, chef.
Thank you.
Get some mushroom, a little bit of the sauce. All right, here we go.
How we do? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That's good work. He starts tomorrow.
That's great. Oh my God, that's so good.
Thank you.
It's perfectly salted. That chicken is nice and tender, super juicy, and that sauce. I wish you could be here to smell it and taste it. I love how it thickened up a little bit with the butter, and it's great with the chicken stock and everything, and those mushrooms. They're absolutely amazing. That's a
you.
great dish.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's fantastic. What we got coming up, I think, is the pork chop, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we got
Yep.
the pork chop coming up. That's coming up next. All right, everybody. So we're at the final stage right now. Austin told me off camera, Luis, you're not ready for this. So tell me, what do we have here?
So you have our, I'm gonna call it our famous Berkshire pork chop.
Okay, all right.
House seasoned with our own special rubs. And then it is ramp season right now here in Pennsylvania. So we have our mashed potatoes with mascarpone and ramps in there.
Really?
And those who don't know what ramps are, it's a cross between a garlic and an onion. And we have Chef Mikey's roasted carrots. These are honey glazed carrots that our sous chef Mike makes that are incredible.
Wow.
So that is it. So
I'm going to tell you
enjoy.
right out of the gate, Austin, you can just on film. You were right. I wasn't ready for this. This pork chop is unbelievable. I love the crust on it. Perfectly seasoned, nice salt content, that's what you need for pork, right?
Correct.
Super juicy. I don't know how you achieve the crust. You told me you got that Johnny 5 in the back.
Yeah, call it Johnny 5.
Look it up. Look up what Johnny 5 is.
Johnny 5's a nickname.
Right?
That's right.
Right.
Yep.
That's outstanding.
Thank you.
That is outstanding. How long have you always had the pork chop since the beginning?
Yeah, since 2015.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So we opened up.
Oh my
this is
God.
one of our signature dishes.
Dude.
And it, for the last 5 years, this has been the #1 seller.
Really?
You know, so for being Greek and having a Greek restaurant, Greek dishes.
That's one of the
Our pork
dishes that
chop.
our fan base picked off of Facebook
Really?
for us to
Yes.
feature.
Really? Well, the mashed potatoes are amazing. You gave me a sample of those in the kitchen as well. And these carrots, I mean, look at the caramelization. Look at that. Oh my God. If you're not a carrot person, change your mind. You got to come here and try them because these are beautiful. So you roast these and you guys put honey on them?
Honey, salt, pepper, butter, a little bit of brown sugar.
Salt, brown. Those are amazing.
You just roast them and you get that nice dark color to them.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I am going to eat all of this. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You gotta make sure that, you know, you can't be bashful. You gotta clean the bone up too. So
Oh, yeah.
the bone is the
Of
best
course.
part.
Now, walk me through a little bit of the story because originally you started in a parking lot. Is that right? You
Yes.
started selling shish kebab in a parking lot.
Yep.
So tell me about this.
Yeah. So I started back in 2008. My wife had a scrapbook store, and I was in between jobs. I was a union carpenter for 23 years prior to this. So in 2008, I got laid off, and I had to provide for my family. So my wife had the scrapbook store, and I told her, I said, hey, hon, I said, I'm going to work out of the back of the scrapbook store, and I think I'm going to start doing shish kebab, you know? So she supported me. She goes, let's do it. So every Monday and Friday, you know, I'd be out in the parking lot. I bought myself a big 5-foot called a Big John grill. And people were driving through the lot. I was passing out the shish kebab. And then maybe about 3 weeks later, the Monessen Firemen's Club opened up this brand new place where I'm at now.
Okay.
And they told me, hey, can you come down here and cook one day a
Tuesdays,
week?
we started doing gyros.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So on Tuesdays, I came down and I started doing gyros. Well, it took off like a wildfire.
Really?
It evolved into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Yeah. So every day we had a specialty. So on Mondays we used to do burgers and wings. And we packed the house. Tuesdays was gyros. Wednesdays was
Pasta and pizza.
Yeah, pasta and pizza.
Okay.
And then Thursday, which I can't forget, we used to go to the California Young Men's Club in North California, and I used to do gyros up there. And I stayed there for 13 years. I stayed there all the way to the pandemic. So
Wow.
yes, I was there for 13 years, only on Thursdays. And then we came here on Fridays, and Fridays was our big fish fry. So, which we did an incredible business. But of course, we had to stop it once we opened up the full-time restaurant in 2016.
It was 15.
Yeah, or 2015.
Okay.
We had to build our own place,
Uh-huh.
and we couldn't take the fish fry with us. We tried it out for a while, but it just became too much.
It's too much of a following to handle
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
having
Yeah,
a large menu.
Yeah, we only had 67 seats up there, so it was difficult to have that many people coming.
Right.
Yeah.
So our first brick and mortar restaurant was, 5 minutes up the road.
Yeah.
That's where we started in 2015. 62 seats.
Yeah, 62 or 67.
Right,
correct, yeah,
right.
including the bar.
And how many do you have now here? Because this is a giant location.
125 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got 125. Yeah, so we have like 15 or 16 bar stools, and the rest is dining area.
So shortly after we opened up at our first location, we realized that we outgrew it immediately. The wait times in the
Really?
parking lot. So we
That's a great problem to have.
stayed there for a good 4 years, and then as we still had that running, he was down here revamping this location, and we opened up here in 2019.
Wow.
Yep, September 2019, and the pandemic hit us in March. So yeah, we pulled through
20.
it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Why was your idea to set up in just the middle of a parking lot? Because I mean, I can just imagine customers pulling up, seeing some random dude
Yeah.
with a big kind of smoker grill, be like, what is happening here?
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
think that also helps to the allure for people to discover, right? So
Yeah, that
what
was
drove you
before
to just
food trucks.
do that?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
was saying
Yeah, that was before food
Ah,
trucks.
okay, that makes sense.
So I mean, we just did it.
And we had the brick and mortar building, and that way we were able to have our kids with us. We picked up, the other two were in school regular day,
Okay.
and then the little one was just in his
Yeah.
first year of kindergarten.
Yeah, and
So
I feed
we,
the family, right?
Yeah.
That's what we had to do. We had to feed the family. So I always hustle.
Okay. And you get your cooking chops from who?
My mom.
From your mom? Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. That's pretty awesome. Now, when you decided to do that, what was your reaction to him saying, I'm just gonna make shish kebab
It
in
was
the parking lot?
it was my fault. It was my fault because I told him my dad was a construction worker, and he said he would have to, he was a supervisor at that point, that he would have to go like 2 hours away and move. And I said, I don't want the kids to have that kind of life. And then if I would have just let him go to work, I would, we wouldn't have any of this. So he kind of said, he was, let me just try it. He says, I know how to do it, let's try it. So that's
Okay.
where we started.
Well, that was a good fault to take.
Right.
I mean, otherwise you wouldn't have this. This is an amazing restaurant. This amazing,
Thank you.
amazing restaurant. And from what I understand, we also had cheesecake coming up.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so that's coming up next. I think here it comes.
Yep.
Is this one of your sons?
Yeah, this is Dimitri's.
Dimitri.
So Dimitri's one of our hosts and one of our
Oh my
servers.
God.
Extra pork stuff for you guys.
So,
Okay.
Of course.
so Dimitri does that in between college. He comes here, works a couple days a week with us, so he's very involved.
Fantastic,
Nice to meet
Dimitri.
you.
Nice meeting you too. That's awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
That's awesome. So this is a whole family affair, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
And my sister Despina is our full house, our in-house baker.
So we'll-
so all desserts.
I want to
are
make
homemade.
sure that we give that the proper time.
Yes.
Did you say your sister bakes everything in here?
Correct.
Even this?
Yes.
How many desserts do you typically have?
We usually carry about 5 desserts
Okay.
a day. We usually have.
Okay.
Yes, we sell a lot of them. But everybody likes this. Everybody picked this. You know, online here when we had the,
Okay.
the 3
Okay.
favorites or 4 favorites. And,
Okay.
her vanilla bean, and she's known for it.
Okay, are you gonna try this with me? Okay, let's go. You wanna try it with me?
Just
okay,
the top
let's do
for
it.
me.
All right. Come on. Come on.
See why they voted for it?
Is it crazy?
That's outstanding.
Ain't that good?
That is outstanding. Your sister should get an MVP. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
So-
Now, I know your mom's a big inspiration.
Yes.
Tell me about your mom.
She doesn't measure anything.
No.
She's old school baking and cooking, throws ingredients together, a pinch of this,
Every time you go to her house, you don't leave with something.
empty-handed. You always have
Empty-handed.
something.
She's 86 and she's spunky.
She's a
when she
spitfire.
goes. Yeah.
What's your mom mean to you? Yeah. I can tell. So she was the one who brought you up. You learned to cook from her and everything. That's awesome. Is that where you get your drive from?
It's my passion.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That's
We're
fantastic.
supposed to make us cry, Luis.
That's okay. Well, I mean, it just tells me you have a great support system, right? And there's a reason why you're doing this, which is outstanding.
Passion.
It's outstanding. I mean,
Love to cook.
I can tell.
Everyone
I can
who's
tell.
responsible for this were the original people at the first shish kebab location. They were help us sling stuff in the end. So
No, I mean, it's been fantastic. And I'll tell you, everybody off camera, that we tried. Also, you had us try some lobster bisque.
Yeah.
Come on. That was
Good.
outstanding. So when you come here, if they got lobster, you got to get it.
we have it on Fridays and
outstanding.
on the weekend. Yeah.
Okay. We didn't have it here on the episode, but trust me when I tell you, it's amazing. Everything we've had here is knocked out of the park.
Thank you.
Everything. And I'm not just saying that. I honestly mean it, because when we were in the kitchen, when we were first starting, you're like, oh, here, try this. We tried some of the chicken marsala. I said, I need to stop eating, because if I finish this episode won't get
Oh
done.
yeah.
No, I mean, it's been outstanding. I appreciate you inviting me into your home, because
Absolutely.
this
It
is important. It matters. These stories need to be told.
This is our house.
We spend more time here than we do at
I
home.
bet you
We just
do.
go home to sleep.
I bet you do.
Yes.
Now, how can people find you online?
So A variety of ways.
Okay.
Clearly, you can see from the social media posts, we're on Facebook. Our website is by George on the Mon, and we are on Instagram as well.
Okay. Fantastic. And you can also find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. I'm gonna eat the pork chop and the cheesecake.
Enjoy.
Probably at the same time. And we're gonna see you guys on the next one. I need to tell you very importantly, this place 1000% certified legit. That's it for us on this episode of America's Best Restaurants.
Thank you.
See you later.